Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blind Intelligence. I'm your host, Miss Ronnie, where I always seek to give you exquisite cranial repertoire. This week, I am going to talk about African hip hop and R&B. So, I have interviewed a few artists from Africa, and they were in the R&B and hip hop genre. So, I am going to feature some of the interviews that I did because they have some later work that has came out. So the first artist is the Identicals. They are actually a set of identical twin guys that sing R&B. And one of the things that struck me about them is that they said that they always sing it to their to the ladies. So their audience that they're geared towards is the ladies, and they always want to sing about love and all the great things about love, which is a great thing. But anyway, the second artist is a hip hop artist. He is also from Africa, and his name is OG4Sho. OG4Sho, he really gives in his interview the side of Africa and how it relates to the inner cities of the United States and everything. So he has a lot of that in his music, but he's also talking about love in his latest single. The last artist that I'm going to feature on this particular show is from Africa, but he is a transplant to Spain. I cannot remember right offhand why he went to Spain, but I know it was something professional dealing with either education or playing some type of professional sport. But his name is ETBoadi, and he has a recent new project that came out. So I want you to take a look, listen, get to know them and their music, and I'll talk to you when we get back.
Yeah. My name is Terry.
My name is Kenny.
And then we're from Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah.
We moved to the United States around 2009, and we've been in the United States since then.
Yep. And we've been studying in the United States. We've been into the welding association, and we still do music at the same time. Presently, right now, we're working in a company as a tech operator, and but at the same time, we're still doing our music anyway.
Okay. So how did you come up with your style of music? Because I want you to tell us about this single. This single is so jumping. I want you to tell us about your style of music, and then go into giving everybody a visual on how on this single, on this song.
We've been singing since we was 5, like very little. We was growing up. My parents used to tell us that we've been singing since we was little. So we was 13, 14. Was in school, high school, but we discovered our talent in the year 2000 when we got signed by record label.
We got a record deal
With a record label. So we was signed among 500 people. So we were signed, and we was on magazines and everything in Lagos, Nigeria.
That was our first experience in life, to be discovered as an artist.
So
from there we know, okay, this is our talent. We need to push forward. And what we need to do when we come to Afrobeat, we need to sing a style of songs that's like a Nigerian, but English a little bit, but Nigerian.
Cause we grew up in there. Primary school where we have the teachers were from London, so we were able to speak English very fast, and so we love American songs a lot, like all Michael Jackson and all that stuff.
Yeah, Mariah Carey,
Mariah Carey and all that stuff. So we grew up with all that kind of music. So when we're
singing, are y'all related?
We're twin.
Okay, because I noticed that y'all would answer at the same time. So I was like, they must be.
That's why we said the Identicals.
Yeah,
because we're twin.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been doing music. We got discovered in year 2000, but we've been independent for a long time because the industry is very difficult to get into the industry. People to help you to it. You have to work towards it. They say heaven help those who help themselves. So we're trying to help ourselves with working a little bit, getting some little change, and putting it into the music. That's what we're doing pretty much right now.
Okay.
So this song right now, we have a lot of songs. We started in 2019, back into the music business. and we did a song called Lonely Repete. It's a kind of dancehall song that was to
It means plenty love.
plenty love.
Plenty,
and
plenty
people to
love.
dance that song. But
Okay.
we still have a lot of songs coming, and we have a new one that's about to drop in January, and we're still working on it. But it's we kind of changing
Something
the
about
style.
you that we just released. It's talking about love. You know, when you want to do a lot of stuff for your woman, the woman is so special to you. She's
you
driving you
fight
so
for her.
crazy, and I say it's just something about her that you can't just take. That you have to do something for her. You have to go out there and go look for something that is good for her to be happy.
And that is such a big change in what you normally hear in music, because normally in music, what you hear is men being derogatory. Not even just men, other women being derogatory towards women. And that was really refreshing to hear too. And it was and it had a great beat.
Yes.
Yeah, we have an upcoming producer that we have a young guy that did music in university in Lagos, Nigeria. So we had to connect with him because we know he understands Afrobeat a lot. So we were like, okay, we will mix the Afrobeat with the American style, and then we can do the style, do it which way, whatever way. So we write the music together. He produced the song. We bring it back here. We mix it and everything.
Okay. With y'all you saying you've been in the music industry from 2009 and you're independent now, and how the music industry has changed. How have you adapted?
We adapted because we work.
Yep.
Because when we work, the money that we make from our job, we just put it into the music. We know even if we are losing or whatever, we're not losing.
No.
Because we're
thinking about
chasing towards the future. We're not chasing towards what we're gonna end right now.
Yeah.
From Cape Town. I'm from Africa continent, country South Africa, based in Cape Town. Location is Nyanga. My stage name is OG4Sho. I'm a rapper, producer, an actor, a father. I've been doing music for many years, like since in high school. Fall in love with music. It's more like a culture to us because we believe in music. We feel like to express ourselves, we need to go deeper in our thoughts, to our roots, so we can just say whatever we want to say based on how we're living and how we're going through in our world. Because we feel like that our society needs to be heard more in many ways, because our youth really losing up the way. So with role models like Tupac, Ice Cube, Mendoza, Cabello, that was so deep for me. So I felt like music for me was something that I should just do it, and I never looked back, man. Like I got 17 tapes that I produced in my life. I don't have an album, but I only work on mixtapes because I feel I'm more like underground type of thing. I'm not more commercial, more like underground. So I love music, and United States of America has been a big influence in my life. With rappers like DMX, as I said, like Tupac, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, one of the biggest producers in my life. So I've tried so much to catch up on them, but it's not easy. This is Africa, by the way. Everything is a struggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you was influenced by rappers here in the United States. So was it more of the actual lyrics? Was it the style? Or was it just the music as a whole? I mean, what particular thing drew you to those particular artists?
Gangster rap. Let's go to lyrics first and the melodies. But I was more into the West Coast original sound, because we to be honest with you guys, we're also under influenced by gangbang. We got so much gangbangers here. If you go on Google and you Google on like most dangerous city in Cape Town, they will tell you that it's Khayelitsha, where I'm from, like Nyanga. And I don't differ from Compton to Nyanga. I don't differ from my city doesn't differ from other cities from America, because everything they say, we live in a shack. Yeah, guns go every day. We live with murderers, rapists, gorillas. So I feel like what they were saying, I can also relate to the thing, because it's what I see. Especially Tupac, on most of these songs, like Dear Mama, yeah, those are the songs that we live. You won't believe how much people they live in American music. As much we have our own culture, that we believe in. Because we live by most of the people that live in house music. I'm sure you have listened to house music before. There's
Yeah.
house music. There's gom. There's gom music. It's called gom. There's amapiano, the new genre that is taking over right now. But there's kwaito also. But to be honest with you, most of the youth here in South Africa, they believe in hip hop. We feel like hip hop is a expression of our thoughts and of our mind. So hip hop gave us life, especially my age, because I was born in '95. So I know what struggle
You
feels
was
like.
born in
I
95.
know.
I graduated from high school in 95.
Seriously. Wow, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
So tell me, you said you had 17 different projects that you have worked on.
Yes, my lady.
Out of those 17 projects, which one do you feel that you are the most proud of?
There must be two.
Okay.
Yeah, there must be two. The one tape I released it last year, and the other one I just released it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Why is because out of those 17 tapes that I did, 15 of them were produced by my friends,
Mm-hmm.
high school friends. Remember, I was growing. In each year I was doing a tape. I was growing up. Each tape I was doing a tape. I was growing up. So when I learned how to produce my own music, then I knew the type of style that I want. And that's what I thought. Nah, man, this is what I want. So the tape that I did last year is called "Peace Upon You." Peace Upon You. Damn, it did beautiful. But it's the first tape that I actually produced myself. The first step that I actually did mastering, everything mixing, I did it by myself. I only uploaded on AudioMac, so it did well for me, and I couldn't believe it. That wow, the type of views that I got. And this year I did another extra tape called "The Last Supper." The Last Supper. I only released it on AudioMac, the Peace Upon You project. But the Last Supper I only uploaded on SoundCloud.
Okay.
I've got about on SoundCloud. I've got about I think 5,000 streams in one day. So that blew my mind away. Real Talk. The name of the song is called Real Talk. So I spoke a lot of things, especially about political. Like, was my raps are based on reality, poverty, and gang, how we live. Was I don't focus so much on metaphors, on the punctuation. I just put it the way it is. I was more under influence by Ice Cube. Ice Cube was the one who influenced me a lot. So I don't go around the bush. I just go straight.
Mm-hmm.
So that single is called Real Talk, and it speaks a lot about us in South Africa and how things actually going on and how we actually living. Yeah, man. So it's beautiful.
My name is ETBoadi, but my artist name is ETBoadi. I was born in Ghana, but lived in Spain, and I started doing music like 3 years ago. Because they quarantined us because of coronavirus. I used to play soccer, but when coronavirus arrived, everything went down. The team couldn't pay us, the clubs couldn't pay us, so we had to stop. And I had to come on. I had to find something to do. And I remember as a kid, I used to take beats from YouTube and write my own songs. So I decided doing it, and I started recording it. I bought my own equipment to record, and boom, I started doing music, and people liked it. And I said, yeah, okay, cool. So I'll start doing this.
Okay. So tell me this. I know you said because of coronavirus that you decided to do music. Was it ever in the back of your mind while you were playing football that you wanted to do music? So did coronavirus give you the opportunity for something that you was already thinking about, or was it just a fresh new idea? I'm gonna be an artist now.
No, it was a fresh new idea.
Okay.
I didn't know want to be an artist. I wanted to be a footballer. But
Okay.
when I was like 10, 12 years old, we used to write songs with my friends and sing it and put it on YouTube. But we didn't take credit for it. It was just for fun. We didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know that one day I'll be like an artist. I didn't know. I want to be a footballer. Because of coronavirus, I became an artist.
Okay. So do you consider yourself, when you do your music, do you feel that it's geared more towards the Western world, more towards African culture, or more towards the Spanish culture?
I do both. In my lyrics, it's English and Spanish. Sometimes English and Spanish. Sometimes it's my language from Ghana and English. So I do both. I do drill. I do Afrobeat. So everyone can listen to my song. Everyone, actually everyone.
Okay. So I've interviewed other artists and I asked them about their process for writing a song. And I know that you told me that you would write a song and get beats off of YouTube. Did you write the song first, or did you acquire the beats first? Or is it any type of formula that you use?
Sometimes when I'm just sitting there, when I'm around, lyrics comes in my mind and I write them down without no beats. I just write them down, and sometimes I listen to the beats first, and with the beats I write it.
Okay. So tell me about your latest project.
I just released a drill song called Why Not 3 weeks ago,
Hmm.
and I'm about to release my second single. It's called On God. Maybe next month with a video.
Okay, so tell me this. This is a question that I ask a lot of artists because I have noticed that since coronavirus, a lot of artists will release songs like every 4 weeks, every 6 weeks. I want you to tell me the benefit that you think there is to releasing so soon, so close apart. However that may sound. Soon after the first release. How about that? About releasing so soon. What do you think the benefit is of releasing so soon after the first release?
For me, I think I'm not getting any benefit from it yet because I know I'm an upcoming artist. People are starting to like my song. I don't even have a manager. I do everything by myself. But now people, for example, you listen to my song and you gave me my first interview. People have listened to my song and give me opportunities to partner with them. So now small I'm getting a lot of people who wants to help me and like that. Yeah. So now the benefit is coming small. Yeah. I want you all to follow me on Instagram, ETBoadi, ETBoadi. Facebook the same thing, ETBoadi. Twitter, ETBoadi. Snapchat too, ETBoadi, and TikTok, ETBoadi. And you can search me on all music platforms too. I'm there.
I hope that you enjoyed those snippets of interviews and that you learn more about them, and especially if you're in the United States or other part of the world, more about R&B and hip hop from other cultures. Um, Follow them, subscribe to them. Follow me and subscribe to me. You can find us on all podcasting platforms. You can find us streaming live on social media. You can find us on the website, www.blonde-intelligence.com. If you're listening to this on Wednesday nights, you can find us doing the Freedom Mix on rpentradio.com. So make sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Hey girl, let me tell you about this podcast.
Girl, everybody has a podcast these days.
But this one interviews new and interesting indie artists. It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence.
Really? Where can I find it?
It's on all podcasting platforms, streams live on social media, and on rpentradio.com.
What'd you say it was called again?
It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blunt Intelligence.
Girl, I'm gonna have to check her out.
Give it a